It resonated somehow with a lot of people. The simplicity of this idea, people just got it. And I think it was also incredibly novel. I guess the proudest thing is that you invented a category. By my understanding, it didn't even exist in, 2009 when I came up with it. If you can give that resonance, then it's magic, right? We're a team of 10 in New Zealand, and then there's contractors around the world and some FTEs in the Philippines to a call centre and things like that. Well, we're 14 years into this, but we had been in market since 2009, 2010. I've been a commercial designer since graduation doing product design, handheld products and consumer goods. And I was married at the time to a photographer who was prolific at working but also exhibiting and having shows, and I kind of wanted to have my own version of a creative art project, which is where this came from, because it was a graffiti street art project and I was just making them a lot simpler than this originally in my shed on a little metal bandsaw, and then just hammering them around literally in my neighbourhood and over in Westmere and around Ponsonby. And as soon as I started to do it, people wanted them, all my friends wanted them, but then beyond that, people that I didn't know wanted to buy them, and so I set up a website, and about a month after I'd set up the New Zealand Shopify site and was selling fantails, kereroo and tuis, I realised that it was a system and you could go Australian birds in Australia and English birds in England. So we went quite quickly from New Zealand in 2011 to Australia in 2012 to Amsterdam in 2013, and then that took us into Belgium, Italy, Spain in a wholesale kind of sense. And this process is relatively common, and you can always kind of cruise into a big city and find an amazing industrial laser cutter. So then it's more around how you engage and how you work with them and how you manage your kind of quality. And super proud to have handed Forest & Bird a cheque north of $500,000 as a result of this initiative. And what we do is every year for Bird of the Year, we make the winning bird and we sell it, and we divert 30% of the sale towards Forest & Bird. Before John Oliver came along and did that, the winning bird won it with about 3,000 votes, but I think this guy alone got about 500,000 votes, So for our part, we could see it all coming, and we got in contact with his production team in New York. We knew he was going to win. We showed him what we'd done. We showed him the fact that we were going to clip him on the back of it, and then he then gave them away to a studio audience, and the whole thing just blew up. He got the gag. He put the URL on the screen. It was going to air every 6 hours. The website went from 40 people to 4,000 people and sat that way for 48 hours, and then it was just, it's mind-blowing, eh? We're currently in 9 markets, and I'd like all that to double, right? So I'd like to be a big global company that felt small like it does now. I just think that that's actually what it comes back to, that kind of purpose piece. Proudly Made Local sorts that out for us, or achieves those aims. It's try to build a culture and a business that attracts great people, try to support people through the business to give them growth. And I think there's never been a better time for creatives to create, invent, design their own thing.